my father, I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers, keep it real, don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercover, gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless, they told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence, but now I'm up in the illest that did it. Get the cream, look, drop it in it. Give about opinions, I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining, don't got time for the gimmicks. I'm it, squad, 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 I'm it, squad.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round. As it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Lions going up against the Buccaneers.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. On first down at Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. The 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. A big play there, 71 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Now that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Jameis on second down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Winston now to throw on first down. And an alley to run. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it third down and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
It's really something. Even when he's hitting these from distance, big-time distance, he manages to put them right down the middle, doesn't he?
No doubt about that one. Never a doubt. And this is no extra point. That's 50-plus. And that's the definition of splitting the uprights.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on second down to Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Gerald McCoy in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep for the Bucks, Deshaun Jackson. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now we give to the first man through, and that's Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Winston running the option left here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a first down throw. Stafford being chased out left. It's brought in left side by Tate. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans.
Oh, and that's a nice job. To get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the... They'll run here. It's Murray. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. On 1st and 10, Winston. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Winston now from the 50. They set up the screen to Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Jameis to throw it. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll get the lead down to 5. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Robert Ayers in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. Stafford on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. A toss to Murray. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. On 1st down, Murray. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Again, it's Murray. And he's got some space here. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards on the ground. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jameis Winston scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bucks are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. And this is now a 1-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get up.
That's caught at the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Stafford looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Following the interception, Winston forced out to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Play fake. Winston. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete. All right, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wild card game as we get you back to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Flush to his right. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Winston from the gun on third down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, he'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. On second down, here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Robert Ayers in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a third and long situation. Throwing is Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Baker in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up fourth and long. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people. The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ziggy Ansah able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On third down, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And tough starting field position here. From the end zone, Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Back to throw, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. To the right and complete to Galladay. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Jones, 60 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, When I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They go play action. Winston. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucks up on 3rd and long. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And Detroit getting set to go now. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just...
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. Buying time to his left. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Back now in Tampa as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Play clock winding down. On the run, this is Presley. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bucks are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Off the play fake, Winston steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bucks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
3rd and long for Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jarrett Davis in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And Detroit getting set to go now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs.
And it's intercepted in the end zone. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, it's not every day you see a defense pick the ball off and already have 6 points without moving.
And on that play, no distance to run. Similar play, although it didn't happen right in the end zone, but you remember that Washington-Los Angeles Super Bowl?
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st down, it's Stafford. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk. But
incomplete on that try. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Stafford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On 1st and 10, Stafford being chased out left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now a carry here for Presley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Here's Presley, and he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Flushed out right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They'll run again with Presley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Stafford. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Noah Spence in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Jameis now going to run the option to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
10 yards still left on second down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops. And
he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Fresh set of downs here. Now a give. This is Murray. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Second down following the run. They go with Murray again. Murray has the first down and more. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Latavius Murray in the final minute. And the Bucks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Winston. Forced out to his left.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if